What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the stream. Oh, it's been a rough day, rough year. I think everybody's pretty much in agreement that 2020 can just kind of cancel itself and never come back. But I'm gonna kind of try to unwind today, de-stress, play some more game. Final Fantasy VII Remake. Looking forward to that. Excuse me as I readjust my back brace. More comfortable. There we go. But yeah, I was thinking about earlier doing Panzer Dragoon Orta, which I've been really wanting to do, but I would have to crawl around on the floor again in order to get it all hooked up to 360. Just didn't feel like doing that right now, especially the way my back is. It's been hurting because I've been having to cook for the entire family who showed up because of what's going on with my mom. Pardon me. So we're gonna skip Orta for now. Go back to Final Fantasy VII. Speaking of which, got this awesome thing. Lovely desktop theme for buying like Butterfingers. you buy two of them here in the States. I'm not sure if it's global or not. In North America, United States, you can buy two Butterfingers, Crunch Bars, or something else I'm drawing a blank of. Take a photo of the receipt and go to the website. I think it's 7 or Butterfinger. Let's see what it is here. Here it is. Go to that website. Free registration, takes a second. Just type in your email, your name, and like certify that you're legally able to do that. You meet within the norms of it. Send them in a photo of like a picture of your receipt, and about 3 days or so, I got my theme right here. It's really cool because it's a dynamic theme. You see Tifa comes up behind it, which she comes in front, but she's in front of everything. She's not hidden behind it, and that to me is freaking awesome. I love it. Because I see so many themes, and it's just like, it's like, oh, her head's going to be covered. It's like, well, screw that. It's like, she's actually in front of everything. That is awesome. I love it. So let's get the game started. While we're doing that, I'm going to look to plug in my controller. I need to grab the cord to do that. Just hang on 1 second. Still here in the room, just going to be walking around. Alright, Keiko. How you doing, buddy? Go. Stuff over. Put that there so I don't get it mixed up. Here we are. It doesn't seem like it's picking up on it that way. I haven't plugged into like a USB charger. It usually works. It seems like it's working right now, so let me unplug it from the wall, put it directly into the system. Wait, gaze at my friends list. There we go. Now I can see that it's charging up. Excellent. Alright. Pardon me. So, last off on this game, we were in Mission 3. And I learned after the fact that if you do all the missions in it, in 3, you get an extra cutscene with Tifa. And she asks you on a date. And I didn't know that, so missed it already. because it pertains to, like, she's like, hey, let's dress up and go have some fun, be a date, you and me. What should I wear? Like, I watched it online. And she's like, what should I wear? You get the pick. And that's what she's going to be wearing later on when you try to infiltrate Don Corneo's mansion. And she'll be wearing based on what you pick. So I guess because I didn't complete all the missions because I wanted to move the story along instead of just having everyone watch me do side missions forever, may have missed it. We'll see what happens. Here we go. Okay, I just beat these guys up. They were like, hey, we're looking for a guy who's got, like, a gun on his arm. And Cloud's like, I'll help you out for a lot of money, and then goes over here, beats him up.
You ever take a...
Okay, so that's where I need to go. So I need to head to the right.
Everyone's worried they're gonna run out of me. They the guys from 6?
I've seen them around here.
I get it now. Kind of like an exterminator.
Okay, I thought it was down here. I wasn't paying attention.
But I say people and their jobs and their families have to come first. Otherwise, what's the point?
That's right. Gotta go to Tifa's. Nope, we're back to my place. Yep, my place. Hey, Miss Thirsty.
Welcome home, honey. Took your sweet time.
Why is my door, like, low res?
Psych.
It's like they forgot to load in the textures.
Are you gonna let me in so we can talk in private? Guess I'll get right to the point then.
Huh. What have you got there?
An apology for not getting you on the mission. Or not. What do you think it is?
A proposition.
Nailed it in one. Gonna have to ask you to keep all this a secret from the others, though. It's a personal matter. Something I need to sort out tonight.
Tonight?
Tonight. You and me, together. I want you to come with me to the Sector 7 plate. I'll give you the details on the way.
That's fine by me, but don't you have a pretty big day ahead of you?
I do, but if I don't deal with this now, it's only gonna get harder. Anyway, I can count on you, can't I?
Oh,
A down payment.
Ooh, Ifrit. Thank you. This just gives you that. It's like, here, summon a big giant monster. Summoning materia grants you the ability to call a powerful ally to your party's aid. Single summoning materia can be set to a weapons materia slot. When facing a formidable enemy in battle, the entity slumbering within a set summoning materia may begin to stir, and the summon gauge will appear. Okay. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I think Twitch is showing me as offline still. It is. Oh, it looks like it's showing me live here. I just pulled up the my Twitch page. The stream itself seems to be working, so let me refresh the manager here. There we go. Okay. Alright, cool. Just want to make sure I'm at least live, so it was really weird. It was showing me not live. So I'm like, well, that can be a potential problem. Let's see if we can fix that real fast.
Doubt we'll be back before morning, in case you were planning on traveling light. Make sure you've got everything you need before we leave. I'll wait here.
Okay, so summons are their own. Neat. Deals damage, element fire, ultimate attack, hellfire. So I have assess, fire, wind, and ice. Yeah, just stay out there in the street. I'm gonna take a nap real quick. Leave the door open so you can watch me sleep. It's not creepy or anything. Is there anything special in here? Guess not.
You all set? Awesome. Meet me at the station after dark. Don't be late.
It's just another job.
Is it Cloud? Is it really? Microphone more. Here we go. Tilt it, make lots of noise to the mic. Ooh, trophy. Yeah, so if you do all the missions, apparently then, like, Tifa's, like, invites you back to her room, talks to you, asks you out on a date, asks what she should wear, and gives you hints, something like mature, exotic, sporty, and that depends upon what she wears later in the game for Don Corneo's mansion.
Tough break. They changed the times. Last train's already left. Which is why we borrowed these bikes. Need a lift to the plate?
How did you guess?
Easy. You've been acting weird.
Weirder than
talking
usual.
about one thing when you're obviously thinking about something else.
Yeah, and don't get me started on all that pep.
All right, I'll give you that. But how did you know I wanted to head topside? Was I talking in my sleep? What else did I say?
No, we just figured you wanted to see your parents, that's all.
Nailed it, huh?
Yep, right on the head.
So, seeing as we don't have any family of our own, how about you let us be a part of yours for a bit? You know, spread the wealth.
Are your parents still around?
Huh? No.
Okay then. Guess you're all invited. Here's to awkward family reunions.
Yeah!
I take it you boys have your brand spanking new IDs?
Yes, ma'am.
Then let's lay down some rubber.
Crank that throttle!
Okay, you got it.
So we're just...
You
So
hear me?
Cloud just rides with the sword out?
Yeah.
Just so you know, I'm not going plateside for the reason they think I am. Look, you saw the way the reactor went up. It was huge, right?
Because of all the Mako. Isn't that what you said?
She's still obsessed about the bombing.
Yeah. That was wishful thinking. Deep down, I know it was my fault. I used a more powerful blasting agent than the directions called for. It had nothing to do with the Mako.
Let's say you're right. So what?
I'm planning on using a weaker blasting agent this time. But, since I can't get in touch with my supplier, our only option is to loot a warehouse owned by Shinra.
Shinra? Good luck with that.
With your help, we won't need luck. ID scan, ready?
Oh, this is awesome.
So far, so good.
All right, here comes the hard part.
And that is...
The fake IDs may have held up, but from this point on, if we get pinged by a scan...
They'll come for us.
Yeah, what he said.
Oh, man.
Just like that?
No need to worry. We've got clouds, remember? Hey, you do know how to drive, right?
Soldiers did mandatory training.
Bump them on the jump.
Your amazing skills.
Don't blame me if you get sick.
We've got company.
Someone's having fun.
How can I not? Pursued by villains, a young couple thrust together by fate race through the neon street night.
Get off.
It's like Road Rash. You got Road Rash in my Final Fantasy.
Woo!
Straight to lethal force?
What, so you just pull over if they ask nicely? See? So don't go holding back now. Think we've bitten off more than we can chew. What do we do?
Shut up.
Hey, Cloud ain't having any of it.
Keep our distance to be safe, yeah? Moving to intercept.
Got more company.
A-team's here.
Don't like the sound of that.
We're not screwed, are we?
Not much of a challenge, huh?
Okay, so now I see it.
Skip the beat.
Okay, so L1 is long range attack. You got a spin attack. So a spin attack is like, so you gotta get them on your left side,
Cloud?
but you can't attack to the right. It's really weird.
Hey, you okay?
You better hurry, Cloud.
Look at it go.
Heads up! Drones!
One thing after another. Come on, Wedge, gun it!
I am gunning it!
We're good.
Nothing about this is good.
You got me.
Fair enough. All right then, do your thing. Hey, Cloud, use some help here.
Huh?
Got it for you! The man's unstoppable!
Or if there's like a hidden achievement for, you know, for hitting every single ramp. Well, this guy's new.
Soldier en route. HQ saying he less than a few minutes out.
Copy. Think it's him?
More reason to finish this quick.
that kind of trouble.
Is it working?
I'm waiting.
Screw this! I suppose we had it coming.
Now you're just spoiling me.
That's an ex-soldier for you. Next to him, we look like kids on trikes.
You're damn right.
We're part of that we too, you know.
We made it! Woo! Topside!
Keep going till we hit the station?
No, head straight for the warehouse. Aww. Our magical ride is almost at an end.
Why are you talking like we're not here?
Because you're not.
Clearly we are.
Not over yet. Clown! Little help!
I am loving this!
Keep it up, Clown!
Okay, it seemed like if you could, like, possibly, like, you know, bumping them off by running them into the wall. That's a no-go.
Time's up. Break off before it shows. Copy.
What's going on?
Physics!
Who's that?
Well, hello!
Who's this?
Too quick for the eye. You cross him, you die. Now, mind if I cut in? Woo! Splendid! I've been looking for a new dance partner. Private party, huh? That's fine. I'll settle for a race then. Just one.
You talking to me?
I most certainly am.
Then no.
So terribly sorry. Your words failed to reach my ears, sluggish and slow as they are.
What's this guy's deal?
The lady's curiosity has been piqued. My name is Rose, but you may address me by the more accurate appellation, Speed Demon.
Heard that, Mom?
My ears are attuned to the feminine voice.
Ugh, today's the worst.
Yes, yes, this is the contest I've been waiting for. Don't you dare look away. Your eyes are for me alone. I only have eyes for you.
Bring it.
Do you like dancing, friend? Too slow.
I'm waiting.
Need to recharge? What say we shift it into high gear?
Bring it.
Wonder if you give it to me. Really?
What is he up to now?
Same shit. Being a dumbass.
Not bad. You have promise and an abiding affection for your mount. But one cannot simply ride one's bike. How the fire rages! Once more! Nay, one must unlock its true potential. Become one with the machine. Like this! Ah!
Captain Majesty, you might want to try using those brakes of yours.
Oh, that's the stuff! Enjoying yourself? Flag on our side! Careful, Cloud! My heart beats faster by the second!
Had enough?
Don't be absurd. As if I could ever grow tired of your company. Naughty, naughty! Until one of our flames is forever extinguished, our flames will never end! Wait for me!
So I'm just wondering if there's going to be like an Akira bike slide here. There has to be at some point in this game. It's too iconic not to do it.
Push it past the red line!
Jesse, take over.
Huh?
Well, well, well. I do believe this round is yours. Maybe next time we can keep it just between the two of us.
Maybe.
Until we meet again, my friend!
We did it! Go team!
Don't get too excited. Reinforcements are hot on our trail.
So that was pretty cool. I like that. That was completely unexpected.
You failed the test.
What test?
Driving.
I'm great at driving.
Great at scaring your passengers, more like.
Not used to having any.
Maybe you should just let me drive.
Nope.
Guess I'll take one for the team and be your back warmer again. Huh? Oh, would you look at that? It's the end of the ride. We'll go on foot from here. Don't want to draw too much attention to ourselves.
Hey, did these things leave a mark?
They got you pretty good.
Oh, and I'm running on fumes.
Don't worry, we'll top you up soon enough. Now let's roll.
So that was fun. Let's save. Pardon me. New save slot. We'll see how this goes. And if anyone's watching right now, you're always welcome to lurk. But let me know if the audio balance is okay, because this game goes up and down and all over the place. And so sometimes, like last time I was streaming it, or maybe it's the first time I was streaming this game. This is like the third day I've been doing it. Was hearing reports that I was getting drowned out at parts. You know, the microphone wasn't coming through loud enough, and the game was burying me. So if anyone's out there watching, let me know if I need to readjust the audio, or if it's just fine or anything. And if you're lurking, you can go back to lurking. I promise I won't bug you. But just that's my number one rule of my stream. Other than don't be a jerk. Is, you know, if there's any type of audio problem, something's wrong with the stream, let me know. Like if I need to lower the game volume, up it, you know, whatever, let me know.
The residential area's just beyond this gate. Mind doing the honors? You've got an arm on you.
Where are you trying to go?
Just wondering how far I can go away from the team. Employee housing area. So the employee housing is right above the slums for the Sector 7. So that means when they drop the plate, they're killing a lot of the
Here we
workforce.
are. The employee housing district, where they put you when your parents work for Shinra. While their reactors were slowly killing the planet, we were living the good life.
Can I say this guitar part, this guitar arrangement, really reminds me of the Final Fantasy X music, because it had a lot of guitars in that. I guess it's kind of the comparison that's drawing my eyes to it, or my ears, I should say. What is this? Can't quite get close enough to try to read it. I wish I had like a zoom button or something. Nothing of the sort, of course. Let's see. First class, you know, like some kind of car advertisement. I think first, I know like one of the words is like business. They are like other than like business on the top, it's business down below in Japanese.
Come here. Ugh, no dice. Someone's playing hard to get.
That was like a residential area for like workers, and they just have like random advertisements still posted up. Hair tonic. Air, which is the music.
Folks here must be living off 3 or 4 times what I do.
Yeah, I can't read that. That's just a little bit above me. I'm just going to presume it says, it's gonna say all that. It's gonna say, just join the fight. I recognize like one of the symbols is like soldier. Let's see, stamp supports our troops. Oh, okay, so that's why I was trying to figure out like why Barrett kept calling me a stamp, like, you know, stamp that bites the hand that feeds him. I'm like, what? So he was basically calling me a dog, you know, military dog, or the dog that bites the hand that feeds. Now that makes more sense.
Figures. Still leaves the lights on every night. For the girl who only comes home once every other blue moon. Mom's an old-fashioned type like that.
Think she'll make us pizza? Her Midgar special?
She's quite the cook. Quick to whip up finger-licking food, even if you drop by in the dead of night.
And she loves guests who ask for seconds or thirds. Okay, let's head in. Cloud, you know what to do. Why don't you wait around the corner over there?
Okay.
I was trying to explore, see if there's like something hidden over here anyway. That's funny. Peek inside the house. Oh, somebody's not doing well. That's not cool. Look over here, busting your back door. Home invasion. So they go inside, they eat, they leave me outside. That's not cool.
With your help, we won't need luck. You'll take on just about any job, right? Well, I need you to rob my house. Think you can do that for me?
Really? I don't remember that being part of our conversation. Remember her
Go
hitting
into
on
the
me.
back door when the coast is clear. The signal won't be obvious.
Let's lights come on. It's go time. Time to go.
This is as fast as the game is letting me go, by the way.
Inside, you'll find a room with 2 doors. Don't take the one in front of you. You want the room on the right. That's where you'll find it.
Sorry about dropping in like this again. This will always be your home. So, how's practice going? It's going.
We'll be chatting Mom up in the kitchen, so don't even bother being quiet. There's no way she'll ever hear you. Dad'll be in there, but it's okay.
Four by 3 monitor, what?
I need you to grab his Shinra ID card. And yeah, I know I should do it myself, but... but I honestly don't think I'm up to it. Just do this for me, okay?
Don't mind if I do.
Jesse.
My dad. He was a maintenance supervisor at the reactor.
Thanks.
This is amazing.
Mission accomplished.
When are you going to give up on the gold saucer? How long has it been since you even performed?
A lot of people really rely on Jesse.
As a stagehand, though, right? You can be one of those anywhere. So why not come home and get a job at the Sector 8 theater?
I'll think about it. You know, I'd really love to stay and chat, but we gotta go.
So soon?
Yeah, well, we hadn't even planned on dropping by, but Wedge wanted some of your famous pizza.
So good.
Sure I can't tempt you with some more?
Maybe just a couple slices, Mrs. R.
Wedge!
Hey, I'm doing it for you guys. You don't want me going to work on an empty stomach.
I'm planning on
I'm guessing
using
she
a
just has
weaker
pizza dough on
blasting agent
hand.
this time. Since I can't get in touch with my supplier, our only option is to loot a warehouse owned by Shinra. Hey there.
This it?
Now comes the hard part. I'm gonna use this to sneak into the 7-6 annex.
All right, let's get to it.
Sorry, but you're staying outside. Only I know what to steal from where, so it's gotta be me who goes in.
So, we came all this way just to eat pizza?
You think I'd let you off that easy? You're gonna earn every slice helping Cloud. Just do the thing where you draw everyone's attention away, like you did at my parents'. What's the word again? Maybe I'm more nervous than I thought.
Diversion.
Yeah, that. Nice one, military man.
So what? Does this mean we're gonna ask some Shinra folks out to dinner?
You know damn well what she means. While you're inside, we make sure the guards are focused on the outside, yeah?
Exactly. Couldn't have put it any better. When you see a flare go up, that's your cue. Rush the front gates and make for the warehouse plaza. The more hell you raise, the more time you buy me.
You're gonna run this guy into the ground, aren't you?
How much time do you think you'll need?
Not too much. I'll be in and out. I'll send up another flare when I'm done. We rendezvous in the vacant lot up ahead.
Hold on.
Hey,
How are we
Nimix.
supposed to get back to the slums? Wait for the first train?
No, I want to be back before that. Don't worry, I have something worked out. Now, let's get this done.
You missed a road rash segment
Well,
earlier, which
that
is a
diversion's
surprise.
not gonna create itself.
It's like you go basically like Jesse's really upset about the bombing in the first mission. So she's like, okay, I want to get like a different blasting agent, but we can't get to it because my informant, something's happened. So we're gonna see my parents, you know, as a diversion, and you find out you need to steal an ID card. But along the way, you get in some fights. It's pretty cool. So we save this here. But I have a save right before then, so let's see if we can load it and do it again. It's pretty cool. It's a surprise. It's kind of weird because the original Final Fantasy, you do ride a motorcycle, you do fight some people on it. It's like right as you're leaving Midgar. It's like you're done with Midgar, you're about to hit the open world, the game's about to really open up. And you have the ability to attack left and right. In this game, though, however, you can only attack to the left side. You can't swing to the right unless you're doing, like, a special spin attack. So it's kind of weird, and you gotta really kind of work the brakes and try to get everybody navigated over to your left side to hit them. It really threw me off. But I was, you know, I had seen part of the trailers early on before I stopped watching the trailers for the game because they're just spoiling the hell out of everything. I was like, okay, so I know you're going to be on motorcycles running away from people, but I figured it'd be after, like, the second bombing mission or something. Like, you got to get out of there and go driving off. So that was a surprise. Let's see, what else? Got my stimulus check. That was fun. Blew half of it already. Buying computer parts. Buy myself a new GPU, a monster card, a power supply, and a more RAM. Pardon me, I already have 32 gigabytes of RAM, but RAM goes older. You know, it does. RAM will wear out eventually. And I have kind of like a Frankenstein mix of old stuff and new stuff. So I'm like, let's just get it all replaced. Let's just do it all at once.
Don't take your eyes.
So I got another 32 gigabytes of RAM to put in my computer. So all said and done with, shipping was only like $4, everything else is free, one item was only like $4 to ship. But after that, it was total cost with tax was $686. I think I spent today.
Welcome home, honey. Took your sweet time.
Oh yeah. It's been a heck of a day on top of it.
Psych.
Because then we also found out that the neurosurgeon called again. He's like, "Oh, by the way, when I said I couldn't get all the stuff out of your mom's head, it's been a lot of it was in there." I'm like, "Oh crap!" So we really don't know, with her, how long the situation is that we're gonna have with her. So we're thinking like maybe up to a year, but it's like
Guess I'll
maybe
get right
a couple
to the point
months. Bring things in for a build tomorrow. Cool.
Huh. What have you got there?
then. An apology.
Sweet.
For not getting you on the mission. Or not. What?
Okay, skip. So you've seen this already. She basically gives me Ifrit materia. She's like, "I want you to come on a job with me. It's gonna be late at night.
Doubt
Come
we'll be
hang
back
out."
before morning, in case you were planning on traveling light. Make sure you've got... You all set? Awesome. Meet me at the station after dark. Don't be late.
Hey, Metavan AJ, now hosting. Sweet.
It's just another job.
Saw you was streaming a couple days ago. It was like right as I was going to bed. The fun of being in the States and he being in Australia. And speaking of the devil, here you be. I've been a lot better. Things have gone pretty crappy, unfortunately. More thing. Beast was taken down most of the day because of that problem. Trying again, improved things again. Okay, good. Automate more of the loading batch, pulling up 60 instances. Now I can load quicker too. Sweet. Yeah, I got money, but then I found out, like, oh yeah, your mom's gonna die a hell of a lot sooner than you thought. It's like, well, that's just shit. So that kind of ruined the day. I mean, things are bad anyway, but then you find out, like, oh yeah, your mom's got, like, a deadly brain tumor or cancer that's gonna kill her, and then you find out, like, so you're thinking, like, well, maybe we got a year, because he said, like, he got most of it out there, some of it left in there, then you find out today that he's like, oh, there was a lot left in there I couldn't get out. It's like, oh, Jesus. So, yeah. So the average lifespan of a person who's diagnosed with, glioblastoma is, like, 2 to 15 months. And she might very well be on, like, under half a year. So that was a bummer for today. So I was like, ah, shit. My dad's like, well, maybe there's going to be some good news or something. Like, there's no more good news. It's like, everything's just going to be shit news from now on. But yeah, so yeah, the nice part is I did get that stimulus money. I did buy a whole bunch of PC stuff. So yeah, Metavan AJ, unfortunately, my mom's dying. She went to the hospital. She's had strokes before, and then like also she was like really discombobulated, really screwed up, and couldn't keep her balance, couldn't dress herself. She was out of it, and she was looking like she had a stroke. So we took her into the hospital, and they ran an MRI, and they found that she had a massive brain tumor that just came out of nowhere, because she had an MRI back in November, and it was clean. There was no tumor, nothing. And then also she's got this massive tumor out of nowhere. It's pressing on her brain and her skull and causing issues. So we just found that out like 2 days ago. It's been a pretty rough time. But I bought a whole bunch of new PC parts. Buying a GTX 2070 8GB GPU. It's gonna be a monster. It's like putting a Ferrari engine into your Dodge Neon, your crappy car.
Tough break. They changed the times. Last train's already left. Which is why we borrowed these bikes. Need a lift to the plate?
How did you guess?
Easy. You've been acting weird. Like talking about one thing when you're obviously thinking about something else.
Yeah, and don't get me started on all that pep.
All right, I'll give you that. But how did you know I wanted to head topside? Was I talking
Well,
in my
they're
sleep?
looking for like
What else
hydrogen
did I
nucleus,
say?
because I mean that's what basically puts
you
off
just
like
figured you
the
wanted to see your parents, that's all.
was it the
Nailed it, huh?
proton
Yep,
is what they're looking
right on
for,
the head.
which is
So,
found in abundance of
seeing
water
as
and
we don't
fat,
have
and
any
we're mostly
family
made
of
up
our
of that,
own,
so that's
how about
just
you let us
easiest
be
thing
part
to
of
find
yours
with
for
the
a bit?
magnets.
You know, spread the wealth.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's
Are your
just
parents still
it's not
around?
looking good. Yeah, Metavan AJ, it's
No.
just I said, this is one of these cancers that unfortunately it's like you get it and there is no cure. Everyone dies from this. There's no surviving it. All you can do is just like try to delay it and slow it down if it's possible. Some people you can. Some people live up to 2 years, which is extremely rare, but it's usually 2 to 15 months and they're gone. So
I take it you boys have your brand spanking
So
new
I'm in
IDs?
Yum, happen to logistically plan out everything, which is kind of rough when I'm trying to recover from my spine fusion. Yep, so this is cool. I know that you've had the game for like 2 weeks now, AJ, but
I'm not going plateside for the
I got it
reason
like
you think
only
I am.
4 or 5 days ago.
Look, you saw the way the reactor went up. It was
And I'm
huge,
liking it.
right?
It's kind of funny because
of all the Mako.
Resident Evil 3
Isn't that
Remake
what you said?
didn't like because they changed too many things. This game, they
That was
changed a lot of
wishful
things and I
thinking.
love it.
Deep
Go
down,
figure.
I know it was my fault. I used a more powerful blasting agent than the directions called for. It had nothing to
How
do
do you
with
do
the
that?
Mako.
Magic. Well, the gear shifter on a motorcycle is
Let's say
brakes
you're
on the left side, shifters
I'm
on the
planning
right,
using
if
a
I remember
weaker
correctly.
blasting agent this time. But
No,
since I
shifters
can't
on the
get in touch with
left
my
on a
supplier,
motorcycle.
our only option is to loot a
You
warehouse
press that
owned
in
by
to shift, and
Shinra.
then you use like your pedal on the right foot to up or down, if I remember correctly. It's been a long time since I rode on
With
my
your help,
motorcycle.
we won't need luck.
So you're locked in with you and you're behind everybody. Uh-oh.
ID scan, ready?
I love this because it's like all of a sudden you get just road rash in the middle of Final Fantasy
Here
VII.
comes the hard part.
That is?
The fake IDs may have held up, but from this point on, if we get pinged by a scan,
They'll come for us.
yeah, what he said.
Oh, man.
So are they like still holding classes and stuff, or are they like,
We've got
or
clouds,
did
but
they go
that's
like at home like through virtual webcams and things like that?
Get mandatory training.
You gonna take my breath away?
Because a lot of colleges and schools here are closed in the States.
Get sick.
We've got company.
Someone's having fun.
How can I not? Pursued by villains, a young couple
Like
thrust
Crisis
together
Core
like
and
fate.
15 in this game. Oh yeah.
Street nuts.
Get off.
My hero.
A lot of Crisis Core 15 games. Combat people didn't necessarily jive with those titles that's singing this game's praises. All online, can't stand it. Yeah, online takes... It's really weird for people to get used to it. I'm used to like working from home and doing things like that, so... For me, I was okay with things like that, but like... Some people are better in person and learning how to do things, like somebody in front of them that can ping off ideas. I can understand that. It's more personal versus trying to do everything online, just reading and doing that. Or talking into a computer screen. But yeah, at least the combat's a little bit different than in this game than it is in 15, just slightly. It's like you do have the option, you can time hits and stuff.
Straight to lethal force?
But I like that this part is like you can't attack to the right unless you do your spin attack,
See?
which takes time
So don't
to
go holding
rev
back
up.
now. The cold-eyed mercenary's heart suddenly begun to
So you have to film a documentary, but you're not allowed to go outside. What's the subject? I mean, do you get to pick your own subject, or is it like given to you like do a documentary on this?
Just you.
I think we've bitten off more than we can chew. What do we do?
Shut up.
Cloud's having none of Jesse's talk. Like, shut up, whatever. It's like some 50s, you know, television show up, you're dumb broad. Yeah, if you can pick like your own subject, you might be able to get away with it. I'm not sure if I'm being drowned out by the game audio right now or not.
Moving to intercept.
Because the game... Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm getting drowned out by the game volume or not. But if you can pick your own subject... Okay, I'm fine, good. If you can pick your own subject, you might be able to... Oops, wrong people.
18's here.
Input on this one, editor. Okay, so you're just editor. So you gotta depend on other people getting the footage then. I would presume.
Just skipped a beat. Heads up! Drones!
Now I've been slowly working on a Sega Saturn video. And I was thinking like, oh, this will be no problem. I know people who do YouTube videos and they just like crap them out like they're nothing. Like, oh, I'm gonna make a video on Panzer Dragoon, and they just pop it out in like 2 or 3 days. And like, I'm gonna make a video on like six or seven Sega Saturn games, and it's like it's taken me like a month already. And I've like gone through and rewrote the script for it like 4 times. I still need to write like 2 more segments. I'm like, oh man, it's just. I know it's like all about practice and stuff, but it's like, it's just frustrating me because I just want to get it done and it just feels like it's taking forever.
Copy. Think it's him? No more reason to finish this quick. Get that kind of trouble.
Nice one!
Come on. We should keep our distance to be safe, yeah?
Oh yeah, it's like I'm recording my own gameplay. I only got like about 20 minutes or so for each game. With the exception of like Deep Fear, which takes like, you need about an hour to get something good out of that game, because it's like a Resident Evil game. But yeah, so it's like it's all real console footage. Hooked up the retro tank, got the real stuff captured. Writing my own script, and then I have to do editing, which I am like not good at editing at all. Like, I know how to make simple cuts and like transitions, and that's it. Anything fancy like what you do in your videos, never done that before. So I anticipate having to watch a lot of YouTube videos to learn how to do things. You know, like, how do I do this? How do I do something cool looking? How do I do simple basic overlays? You know, things of that nature.
Not over yet. Cloud! Little help!
Dude, the pedal's down! I'm going as fast as I can. So something you like bump into walls and stuff, but you can't. But yeah, it's like I know like several other YouTubers like, oh cool, like you're making your own video, and they follow me for some reason on Twitter. I'm like, I'm a nobody.
Time's up.
But apparently they find me, I don't know, see something there, so they follow me, which is kind of interesting.
What's going on?
And they're like, let us know, like if you need help with it, we'll help you out with whatever you need, like for your project. I'm like, that's cool and all, but it's like, I'm still barely working on this. Oh yeah, I'm still working on it. I planned on recording the next segment I did tonight. Let's see, what do I have left to do on it? Sega Saturn project. I have, let's see, recorded. So I need to record audio still for Deep Fear, Daytona USA, and I need to finish writing up the scripting parts for Virtual Cop and Virtual Fighter 2. So it's like, I still have a lot to go on this, unfortunately. I plan on getting there, but it's just like, it's just taking longer than I wanted to, like way longer.
You cross him, you die. Now, mind if I cut in? Woo! Splendid! I've been looking for a new dance partner.
Yep, Virtual Cop. Basically, like, the video is, like, the first games I got from a Sega Saturn. And I got, like, a lot. Because it's like, when I got the Saturn, it was in 1998. And it was dead here in the United States and almost pretty much everywhere in the world. So,
What's this guy's deal?
there was a store that had it. They had only import games. And the Saturn itself came with like 3 packets, so there were some of the Sega Saturn with Virtual Cop, Daytona USA, and Virtual Fighter 2. And then the import games that came with it were X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Deep Fear, and Samurai Showdown, or Samurai Spirits Collection, which is Samurai Showdown 3 and 4 together. So it's like 7 games I'm like writing a script for and how to get gameplay for.
So for me alone.
Have to do editing for it, start the comments and stuff, so I was thinking like, oh, this is gonna be like a... At first I was thinking like, this will be like a 15-minute video or so, and I'm like, this is gonna turn into like a half-hour video maybe.
Too slow. What a wonderful gift you've given to me.
But anyway, yeah, we go through, we just beat this guy, and you don't kill him. He's like, you just destroy his bike, and he's like, I'll catch up with you guys later, and then we go steal Jesse's stuff. But I just wanted to show off that bike part, because that was pretty cool. I enjoyed that. So let's get back to the main game, where it was. But yeah, so I have Virtua Cop. I actually have the Japanese bundle that I bought later, which comes with the game. So I have like 2 copies of Virtua Cop for the Sega Saturn. One English version and the other one Japanese. And it comes with the Stinger, the Virtua gun. Which, in the States, there's a federal law saying that you have to paint all, like, replica guns and things like that as, you know, orange or green, because people are getting shot, you know, by cops. They're thinking, like, that they were real guns back in the 80s. Japan doesn't have anything like that, because they don't let people own guns. They do, but it's, like, it's extremely hard to do so. So it's just, like, black, like a real gun. Like, it's a lot of fun. Any analog capture cards, low latency, plug-and-play nature. There are some. Got super experience in streaming retro consoles, got plenty of PlayStation 2 games, interested in streaming. Managed to find a few solutions for Windows, sadly rocking... Oh, you're using a Mac on top of it. Oh. Okay, so... Low latency for an analog capture card does not exist. So... Here's the thing, you can do... There was, like, the version... I think it was the... Give me a second here. Elgato... There was an older version of the Elgato. It runs on, like, HDMI 2. Instead of, like, the 3.0 like the HD60S does, and so forth. So it does have some lag to it. I'm trying to remember the name of it there, but it was, like, a bulkier one there. It took the older... inputs like for PlayStation 2 and so forth. The other option you have is you can buy a real cheap converter. Like if you have a capture card right now, like I'm not sure what you have. I remember you have something there, because I mean you were able to capture Bayonetta 2 when you were running that game. So, but you can get like a simple capture device. Let's see, it's gonna look like garbage though, unfortunately. It's Amazon. Get like a RCA to HDMI converter, something like dirt cheap like this. Yeah, so that's the problem, is like you can record with it, but streaming not too well, but... So the Elgato, of course, you know, the newer version, the HD60S and so forth are good for streaming, and that's what I'm doing right now. Low latency works great. But for the other ones, you're still gonna have delay on it and everything. It's not gonna work out too well. So that's the only thing I have like familiar with, is if you have that Elgato still, should be able to use it on a Mac. You can get something crappy like this. Just basically plug in your RCA or your component plugins, outputs to HDMI. I used to have that. I still do have one of those. It just looks terrible. You know, if you're looking for like higher quality, it's not gonna do a whole lot. But if you don't care, if you just want to have fun streaming, you can do it that way. I have a RetroTink 2X, however, which is a upscaler. It's a line doubler, and that cost me about $100. And it is this lovely thing, which is what I recorded my videos on. So it looks, video quality for it is pretty good, but you're looking, that's like $100 US at least, just to get one. And they have the newer version out, so you know, it's like it's even better than the one I have. Let's see, where is it? And this is what it looks like just running Saturn games. I ran like Panzer Dragoon in this test, Deep Fear, and Sakura Wars 2. Just so you can get an idea of what it looks like just running through a retro tank into your Elgato. But okay, let's see. Current plans to get a component to HDMI converter, runs to the HD60S, and from there, component converter back in the CRT. Oh my god. Yeah, so what you would want to do is some kind of splitter, yeah, for sure. I mean, when you start adding more things to your mix, like more splits and stuff, like, okay, you have one converter going into a device into another converter and splitting off, you're gonna, like, have signal degradation. It's gonna get worse as you go through a lot of times, unless you're doing something like RGB, like if you're going from, like, SCART to HDMI to, like, another SCART cable or something like that, then you might be able to keep integrity. But I mean, if you just go through or you're going like component